G'day guys, my name's Micah. I'm one of the engineers working for Bruin Engineering, and in this video I'm just going to quickly run through the Jackal, which we use as a monitoring system for the iHSD. Looking at the Jackal itself, we turn on and we start in hold mode. To change from hold mode to run mode, press the bottom right button. This will change to run. As you can see, an alarm comes on for the RPM. Changing back to hold mode, the alarm goes away. This is useful for when you need the Jackal on, but you don't want the alarms going. Moving on to the different types of readouts that we have. At the top, we have the RPM, which is fairly self-explanatory, and we have the iHSD vibration. This is where we have the largest amount of issues, is the misunderstanding of this. The readout we have for the vibration is just a number that doesn't really represent anything. It just needs to show above 1 volt or below 1 volt. Once it gets to below 1 volt, then that means the alarm should come on and you have a vibration issue. Moving on to the setup. If we go into press the setup button, going into inputs, you should have 2 inputs, 1 for revs and then 6 for volt. Going into revs or the RPM, the main important ones is to have pulse per rev set and then onto manual ratio. Manual ratio needs to be 4. We have 4 lugs on our speed gear on the shaft of the iHSD. So when we do, it counts for 4 times for every revolution. This is a common mistake made when setting up the Jackal. Moving on to the vibration sensor, we go down to input number 6. Press enter. Again, a common mistake with how the Jackals are set up. This needs to be on volt. Then both calibration high values need to be 7. Both calibration low values need to be on 0.5. Moving on to the front screen. Number 1 should be iHSD RPM. The mode should be input, and input should be number 1. We call it iHSD RPM, and the unit should be RPM. Decimals, we normally set at 2, and then alarm max should be 3,150 RPM. Alarm min should be 2,850 RPM. Moving on to the vibration sensor. Again, mode should be input. Input should be number 6. Again, we just call it iHSD vibe, and the unit should be volt. Again, decimals 2. Alarm should be set at 7, and then the alarm min should be set at approximately anywhere from 0.5 to 0.9. And that covers the general output of the Jackal.